You've just recently collected the keys to one of your bigger refurbs you mentioned, which is
Yeah.
an essay. So tell us a bit more about that one.
Yeah, that's an exciting one. And like I said, it's been a long process, about a year. But now that we have the keys, that project it's a four-bed house currently with a cafe space. Um, and the four-bed, we've got plans in place to make it a one-bed flat on the bottom and a three-bed flat on the top. And once the refurb's done, yeah, looking to get SA licenses for those. The cafe space is an extra challenge and kind of passion project because with my full colour coaching side of things and supporting young people in the town and surrounding areas, um, my vision is to have like, a cool coffee shop kind of cafe vibe place where it's open to the whole community. Everyone can come and support it, but it's set up like a social enterprise where the the funds that we raise through the cafe can then get regenerated and reused into the coaching services and things that we offer. Um, but also with some of the schools teaching young people barista skills now, um, we thought it'd be a great way to transition and help young people from that school environment into a real life kind of coffee shop and support them with like paid work placements or um, support them with employability skills and build their confidence and get practice actually like in the cafe space, but supporting them as well with some coaching and well-being support as well. So kind of like a wee hub for that. And along with the cafe coffee shop out the back is kind of like a shared garage space. So the idea being, can we put in like a little pool table in there with some comfy seating and um, Wi-Fi, obviously for young people, but a space that they can come and kind of hang out, um, as well as offering that opportunities with employability as well via the coffee shop and continue to coach some of the young people in the local primary schools and secondary schools. So yeah, I'm really excited about that. So it's part of like the property journey, but it's also linking
Yeah.
in with the coaching. So that's going to be a really exciting project. And I'm working with a fundraising consultant to try to find various grants and um, trust funds and things that might be able to help us get up on our feet to get
Yeah.
that going. Yeah.
It's exciting when you look at a project as an investor where you'll make money, but at the same time having a project which you're also giving so much back to the community too.
Yeah.
That must be incredibly fulfilling, being able to, um, because I guess landlords, right, property investors and various property professionals, sometimes we get a bad rap as if we're taking advantage and everything else. And as a developer myself and we build homes, I don't think people realise the amount that you have to actually pay in what's called developer contributions
Mm-hmm.
to the local community. I mean, I've um, had to pay hundreds of thousands of pounds over the last few years in my projects, but it's ones that I personally don't know where the money's going because it just
Mm-hmm.
gets paid to the council. But I love the things that you're doing because you know where the money's
Yeah.
going. You're going into something that you can actually have an impact in the local community and stuff. So
Mm-hmm.
that must feel good.
Yeah, no, definitely. It was an institution, this cafe, when it was up and running, and everybody knows the Castle Cafe. And it's been empty for, since COVID, really. So, COVID's obviously affected, a lot of businesses and places. So to be able to have the opportunity to get back up and running, um, and for something for the whole community, but also be able to support the work with young people and a place that they know they can come, grab a hot chocolate and talk to someone if they need to. Try to create that kind of early intervention support. Um, I think will be really important. And the wee hub at the back, hopefully, like, just young people need somewhere to go and somewhere to talk and meet up with their friends. Um, and hopefully that will make a big difference in the community.
Yeah. Uh, so there's a school not far from me, Strath Island. I'm not sure if you're
I've heard
familiar
of it,
with it or
yeah.
not. So Alexa and I went to see the school because we're obviously looking at where our girls will be potentially once they're leave from primary to secondary in Strathallan just around the corner. And Alexa and I went there to see it, um and I've never experienced this. Of course, it's a private school, but it blew my mind that in the middle of Strathallan they've got a coffee shop,
Yeah.
right? And I just couldn't comprehend it. And talking to the kids in there and the teachers, they say, yeah, so when most of the kids are finished with school, they just go and hang out in the coffee shop. It's a
Hmm.
great place for them to hang out, have conversation, have a chat over a coffee or a hot
Yeah.
chocolate. And I'm like, oh my God, if there was something like that in the school or in my surrounding areas when I grew up, maybe I wouldn't have gotten as much bother and trouble
Yeah.
that I did growing up. And for many others, it's crazy that if you can just give a sense of community and allow people just to be heard and be able to talk to others and and meet up and change
Hmm.
their environment, it's I'm sure you know it, but it's just such a profound impact it's going to have in someone's life.
Hmm.
you know
Yeah.
Love it. And is that something that you are, I guess, going forward with everything you're doing, trying, because it seems to be it's your background, right? Because
Yeah.
you've got that in your business, that you have just now, but at the same time in the years that you've done through, raising money for charity and cancer research and stuff. But is it something that you want to try and integrate in as much as that you do?
I think so. It is a passion, and it's something that I want to grow some of the things that we're doing at Folklore Coaching, and this is definitely the biggest project that we're taking on. But ideally, to grow the organisation, that it's more than just me delivering the coaching, and maybe it could be a model that can be copied elsewhere. You know, I just think that early intervention support is so important. We don't have to wait till young people are really struggling before there's any intervention. But I know that schools and things are so tied up with resources and time and staff that, if we can help with take the pressure off of that a little bit. But also we've got a coaching skills award that we're training young people in schools to learn coaching skills themselves so that they can then support and help other people. So, with coaching, it's a conversation, but there's certain skills and techniques you can use to really help people come up with their own solutions to challenges they're facing rather than giving advice. So, like, I can just imagine, like, in the coffee shop, if we've got some trained young people in there with their barista skills, but also with coaching skills, having that conversations with people when they come in, and if they've got a problem, they can use that coaching skills to help them come up with their own solutions or thoughts around it. Because advice is good to a certain point, but I think when it comes from themselves, it's much more powerful, and that kind of empowerment that, oh yeah, I know what I need to do in this situation, um, rather than trying what somebody else has done.
Yeah.
But mentoring and coaching, it does go a bit of hand in hand. But yeah, it can be, I think, really powerful. The coffee shop and the coaching coming together, hopefully.